Now we're going to also talk about division of common fraction. And let's start by talking about the situation where we have a whole number and want to divide by a fraction. Okay, so if I have 4 divided by 1/3, 4 divided by 1/3, what is the implication of this one? It means that how many 1/3 can be found in 4? 4 wholes. How many 1/3 can be found in 4 wholes? Or we can say that how many 1/3 can be taken from 4 wholes? So that is the interpretation. How many 1/3 are found in 4 wholes? So what it means is that if I want to use paper to model this, or paper folding, then let's assume this is my piece of paper. I have 4 holes. Okay, so these are the 4 holes that I have, and I am going to divide each hole into 3 equal parts. Remember, this is 1/3. So if I take a hole, I'm going to divide into 3 equal parts. So I'm going to divide each hole into 3 equal parts. Okay. So let's label this one is 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. So each hole that I take, I've divided into 1/3. Then the question is, how many 1/3 can be found in 4 holes? So if that is the case, then I am going to count the number of 1/3 found in these 4 holes. And how many are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this one is going to give me an answer 12. It's going to give me an answer 12. So if I ask how many 1/3 can be formed from 4, the answer is going to give me 12. And the 12 was demonstrated. How did you get the 12? You have 4 holes. Each hole is going to be divided into 3 equal parts. For each is going to be 1/3. So I have 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 in that order. So when you are done with that, you count the number of 1/3 involved. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Which means that 4 divided by 1/3 is equal to 12. I hope you are not going to forget about that. So that is that one too. The next point is about dividing a fraction by a whole. Dividing a fraction by a whole. So if I have something like 1/2 divided by 4, 1/2 divided by 4. So the question is, how many 4s, something like that, can be gotten from a half, something like that. So what are we going to do? It means that you will take a piece of paper, then you divide it into 2 equal parts. What are we doing? The focus is to get this half. So I'm going to divide it into 2 equal parts and shade 1 part. So this one is the half. Are you with me? So if I have this half, I'm now going to divide this half into 4. So in the implication, we are saying that if I have 4 human beings going to share a half, what will be the implication? And so let me draw it here diagrammatically. Let's assume I have this divided into 2, so that this becomes the half. And this half I am going to divide into 4 equal parts. So let's assume I have it in this way. So remember when I divided it into 2, this is the half that I'm talking about. And this half I'm going to divide by 4. Okay. And so if a half is going to be divided by 4, okay, then one person is going to get this one. One person will get this. The second person is going to get this. So each of the 4 people, each will get a component here. A component here. So by implication, what will be the answer? What will be the answer here? So the answer is going to be, I hope you are guessing. I want you to get me the answer. I'm just picking just one of this for one human being. So one person will get this. The second person will get this. Another person will get this. The fourth person will get this. So what is the answer? Please, are you thinking about something?
1/8.
Lisa is saying 1/8. Yes, Wachi. Wachi have no idea. Wachi has gotten no idea. So here, we are expecting an answer to be 1 out of 8. 1 out of 8. Why do you think it's 1 out of 8? So we are done with dividing by a fraction, dividing a whole by a fraction. But the focus now is going to be dividing a fraction by a whole. So let me give an example like 1/2 divided by 4. What is the interpretation here? The interpretation is that we have 4 people going to share half. 4 people going to share half. So we can do this demonstration by having a piece of paper like this, and maybe dividing the paper into 2 equal parts. Dividing the paper into 2 equal parts, so that we have a half here. When you are done with that, we are going to divide the half for 4 people. So we are going to have it in this way. 1, so it is going to be like this. Okay. So we have the half here. We have divided the half into 4. Now when we have it in this way, we have 4 people, so each person is going to get this. So if I am sharing for Boache, Priscilla, Collins, and maybe Asuma, Priscilla will get this, Asuma will get this, Boache will get this, and then Collins will get this. But if Priscilla is getting this, then Priscilla's share is going to be this one here out of the number of divisions here. So Priscilla's share is going to be 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boache's share is going to be 1 here out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Colin's share is going to be 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then Asuma's share is going to be 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So diagrammatically, if I have, let's say this, don't let us talk about an orange. This is a sheet of paper, maybe it's a circular sheet of paper. Then I divide this piece of paper into 2 equal parts. Okay, so that this is going to be the half of this. And this one is a half. Fine. So I'm now going to divide the half for 4 people. Okay, so I can do it in this way. Okay. So I have them in this way. So if I'm picking 1 for Priscilla, then the Priscilla share is going to be this. So this one represents the 1 for 1 person. So Priscilla share is this one. Priscilla share out of what? Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If this one is for Wachi, Wachi share out of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If this one is for Collins, Collins share out of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So each person, each of the 4 human beings here, will each get 1 out of what? 8. Which is telling us that 1 over 2 divided by 4 is equal to 1 out of 4. 8. And by the time you come, you remember we have talked about multiplication of fractions and those things. So they will identify the fact that with time the algorithm will be for the fact that this sign is going to change to multiplication. And when it changes to multiplication, we are going to have 1 on 2 times 1 on 4. We are going to reciprocate this. This is basic mathematics we know, and this is going to give you 1 out of 4. 8. And so these are the ways we can demonstrate this to our kids. We will end here and we'll meet again. Our focus is going to be on how we can divide a fraction by another fraction. And we can proceed from there. Thanks for coming. And I want you to be joining the LMS. I have the notes on the LMS. This one is also going to be kept on the George School TV. So go to YouTube and join it over there. I have this message for you. Those of us who are doing who have to do the probability and the statistics. We had a confirmation from UCC this afternoon that you are to do, those who are going to do the course will be those who are doing the ICT Agric. Those who are doing ICT Agric will be doing the probability and the statistics. Thanks for coming. God richly bless you.